Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves as France, our Succession series with the Historical Gamer XTRG and myself, Tortuga Power. Now, unfortunately, I've made a very big mistake. On the Lyon class, which is currently building, everything looks fine on the surface. In fact, this is kind of, let us put it in role-playing terms, that some member of the staff have been fired. However, if I design this ship, or maybe if I just do it this way, open for design, what we're going to see is, unfortunately, it has sloped deck. Now, if we were to change this, we get a major weight savings. Not only that, but flat deck is better to begin with. So unfortunately, I'm going to rebuild this ship because this is actually a significant enough difference that I really don't... I just can't see how we should build an endgame battleship with sloped deck. Now, if I want to kind of defend myself here for a moment. If you remember last video, around the 15-minute mark, I closed the design and we opened up the almanac to start looking at other ships to see, okay, what kind of speeds are we up against? 20 knots, I mean, this is a dreadnought, but maybe 30 knots down here. And then I was like, okay, very good, let's go back and go back into design. And that is when the armor scheme changed to sloped deck, even though everything else stayed the same. So I mean, we can even see it here. In this case, it changed my fuel type from oil to coal. So just be very careful about these things yourself. We are just going to have to design everything from scratch. The good news is we did get that 1% armor saving, and we also got the advanced director fire control. So this is going to somewhat incentivize me to redo the, it's like 11 million we sank into the construction cost of the dock, though. That's really the bad thing. So let's take a look at this these configurations here. We know that we're going to want these 4 turrets eventually. We'll start off with this 4224, but we'll take a little bit of a closer look at this because people have been asking. And I think in the end we will only go with 8 6-inch guns per side. Yeah, it's funny, we can even put them in triple mounts. Seems a little bit strange. It's almost nothing in terms of a weight savings. It doesn't provide us much redundancy if we actually lose a turret. Let's try to get, so flat top, so we're at 2,000, and we gain 1,000 tons from switching over to this, which is going to give me enough to improve our turret armor, which I feel like, based on the recent performance of the Richelieu, being sunk with all of her turrets destroyed almost instantly, I'd like to get this up even to 14. And while we're trying to play things safe, we might as well do 5.5 here for the turret top. The turret top doesn't change much. So 5.5 or 6. We'll even just leave it at 6 for now. Okay, as we saw before, I would like this HI, I think, quadruple torpedo tubes. Weird that it... Oh. H-I. There we go. That's it. So, it's kind of nice. In fact, having one less turret means the double turrets make way for the torpedo tubes before returning to the double turret configuration. So, I like that. Now, this is, okay, oil. Already you can see that we built basically the same ship, in fact, a slightly better ship, in my opinion. Okay, we dropped this down a bit, but in every other way it should be better. And it's costing us 2,000 tons less, which is a significant change based on this sloped deck. Very unfortunate, but thank you for those who corrected me, or at least the one individual in particular who corrected me. Because it's very good that I noticed this and then make some changes. Belt armor is going to be low. Now, I want to emphasize the role of this battlecruiser, and it's good that we can actually take down the displacement a bit. The role of this battlecruiser is not to fight toe-to-toe in the front lines. The role of this ship is to fire from a distance. In fact, I'm going to make it 47,000. We can see that the total cost, we have 186. Let's call it 187. Dropping it down makes it 185. 184, so we have a 3 million difference, which translates from 6.1 to 6.2. So 100,000 more to build, but for the extra displacement, I'd consider this basically extra hit points. And now we can do a few fun things like add a little bit of extra rounds per gun. If we want, we could add more. We could make this almost like a... That would be kind of fun to make it almost like a torpedo ship itself. Yeah, okay, so let's add... no, not these. Let's do this. So this should put here and here. We'll have 3 torpedo mounts. And now this is beautiful. We have 51 weight remaining still. So we basically have a torpedo battlecruiser. So it may be sacrificing a lot in terms of belt. By the way, if we just clear this, is it possible? So let me see what we're looking at in terms of changing the belt. We need to get rid of 300 tons to even get half an inch more out of the belt. I don't think that's worth it. So if we clear this, we could do it. If I could get to 11, I would be content to do this. No, I don't want to go that low. Okay, let's do 10.5. Do we need the turrets at 14? Maybe 13.5? No, I want them at 14 because the turrets, they need to survive. Well, I mean, this is a battle cruiser. Again, it's not supposed to stay in close combat, which is also a reason why I guess we don't really need these torpedo tubes. I mean, it's a conflict of the role I'm trying to assign it to give it these torpedo tubes. So maybe we will just do something like this, just 3 torpedo mounts per side, in case she gets into close combat. And yeah, we have 41 weight left over. Okay, so this is a reasonable ship. I think that now with the flat deck once again enabled, oh my god, no torpedo defense, what the good god. Okay, well that explains why this ship was becoming so easy to build, and we'll put her all the way back up to 51,000 in order to get that back. Absolutely necessary in my opinion, though. Not even a debate. Okay, well she's back up to the really expensive 6.6, but if I'm not mistaken, the Leon class, the original Leon, was 7.1. Unfortunately, we have to rename it. We've already used up our nice name, the name I really would have liked to have used. And I think I know what I'm going to call this. I'm going to call this the Exterior G class. Actually, if you know it, it's that random gamer. So we'll just call it the random gamer. In fact, if I wanted to be particularly clever, let me just random gamer in French. This will certainly come up something incorrect, but it's close enough, maybe. Gamer, allez au toit. And I'll take away the accents. I don't know how Rule the Waves interacts with it, if it does it in a good manner. We don't see ever the accents being put on ships, so just to, you know, I'm nervous about putting it in if it causes some kind of fatal error in the game. Ruins the whole series just to be a little bit cute. So the gamer aléatoire is random gamer, supposedly, and that is what we'll be naming this ship. In fact, I don't know if we should make it one word or two. Are there a lot of 2 words? Yeah, there's 2 words. Okay, so gamer aléatoire, something like that. I apologize for my pronunciation, but that's half the amusement of this anyway. So I don't think there's anything else we want to change. Let me be very careful though, because this is what caused us the mistake in the first point, that I wasn't precise enough about everything. Everything looks okay. Okay, so this is going to be our new battlecruisers. Oh, one thing I wanted to show off before we finish this design is, okay, so we're at 49 weight remaining. What happens if we just neutralize all these turrets to even? Okay, so we're now a bit negative. So this is what the turrets cost. Another thing is, we see that forward and aft are the same. What happens on a per gun ratio? So we can see that if we doubled 1850, that this would be a 3700, let's say. And we see that having actually the double amount of guns in a turret is significantly less than 1800. So you do have a weight saving per gun the more guns you have per turret. So it's kind of interesting to see. Yeah. So we'll increase this back. One thing I considered doing, actually, was making this like a 4-2-2-3. But this might be running away just as often as it's firing in the forward direction. Just because in order to keep range, remember this ship is about keeping range. Good turret top, and its belt is very low, but its deck is at least decent. Not huge. I mean, this is, if we wanted a 4-inch deck, this thing would really carry its weight well. But let's just see, is it even doable? Yeah, impossible to get, but that would be the next step up. What we've done right now is just basically make it so that the turrets aren't immediately disabled in close combat. So, okay, well this is good. So we'll finally design our for real endgame ship. Let me hit cancel. I just want to survey everything one more time. 31. It's the fastest ship, fastest heaviest ship that the game will see. Advanced director, everything's perfect. Okay, and it has a few torpedoes just in case. But that's only because they don't weigh very much. You can see they're only adding, probably with everything accounted for, these are like 100 tons extra. I mean, sorry, 150 tons. So there she is, the historical gamer class battle cruiser, and we'll just build one for now. I mean, it should obviously be that. Another 11 million sunk. So this is really what we're paying. For producing the wrong class, one, we're going to have a Leon class ship, which is somewhat obsolete, bad armor scheme. We're paying that price. I could just scrap it, although I feel like we've already sunk the 11 million into the development, but it's really early on. Let's go and look at that. How many months into it is it? Otherwise, we're just essentially paying this fee twice. I think I should scrap it, to be honest. It's only been 2 months, so we paid another 13 million. So essentially this disaster, again, I'm blaming the staff for bringing up the design screen with sloped armor suddenly arbitrarily selected instead of all or nothing armor when it was previously all or nothing, of course. So this mistake is going to roll around this to 7, call this another 14 on top of the original 11 for a $25 million mistake. And as some kind of joke, you might even say that that's why we're naming the battlecruiser the gamer aléatoire, is because it was historical. I mean, XQG himself, who was so famous for doing this. So we'll go ahead and build one more since we've already scrapped the original. And let's make this the Leon class, or the Leon, since that's what the original ship was supposed to be. So there we go. We've switched things up a little bit. In fact, you should go back in the video and check how much more expensive was the Leon. I think it was slightly more expensive even. In which case, yeah, I am happy we scrapped it. It was only 2 months in, so not too bad. Still, 25 million is 25 million. If people are upset about that, I would not be surprised, and I wouldn't really blame them, because it's just not, such an inefficient waste of money. Okay, so now we're back to the war. That was another, so long, much too long spent trying to get these ships straightened out, but. And pretty soon we should have we had one dreadnought come back. No. Honestly, in this case, it makes particularly good sense to advocate for the Navy against Great Britain. No, this one. We want the budget. Okay? That means probably one of the ships finished. Machinery, of course, all these developments always happen only 1 month after you've finished whatever. Okay, so they sank 2 ships. We sank British merchant ship, 2 more, and we have a convoy defense. I wanted to decline that. Raid on coastal shipping I also don't like. I really don't like convoys. They have a battleship and light cruisers. Where's this in? Tanganyika. I don't think we have anything useful there. What's in Tanganyika? Indian Ocean. Lavoisier, our Lavoisier class. Those are decent ships. Let's decline it though. Okay, so we went a month without it's never good, but I don't like any of those battles. It looks like we have the monthly balance to build yet another. Okay, good. All the good battlecruiser names will be taken by the end of this battlecruiser building session. That's okay. We should have the historical Gamer 2 class ships coming back. So, a Friedland is back, or Friedland, a Terrible, Terrible, Marengo. The Marengo was what? Yeah, we did get the THG-2 back. And we've damaged another British dreadnought. Geez, our submarines are really doing good work. And we sank 3 submarines. Our coastal patrol boats are doing their job admirably. Okay, so we can't keep declining these forever, but there it is. A fleet battle. Good God, look at these odds. But we will accept this. Wow, okay, so this means there's probably poor weather. That's not a good sign. It is poor weather. Heavy rain. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, the THG-2 is back just in time to get torpedoed to death. Quite unfortunate. I hope that these had at least torpedo protection 3, but we're going to give the call to arms, just launch torpedoes. We don't even know what direction these ships are going. Let's turn... Oh God, this is just horrible. First of all, let me switch the preferences back, especially in this case, to Admiral's mode, because I'm not going to be able to control these ships with the vision anyway. We'll see that in a moment, that it's basically going to be impossible. The vision range will be very small. So this is our vision range. That's our vision range. Horrible is more or less an understatement. So we'll go to squad max, and we're just going to hope that people listen to orders. Oh God. Okay. Algiers is taking a lot of damage from supposedly a heavy cruiser. Let me get the Algiers to pull off. Okay, we are firing back at some people. We have an unknown ship in our lines. This is horrendous. The Marengo has been rammed by an enemy BB. I mean, an enemy DD, a destroyer. Is this the Marengo? Okay, so there's a destroyer somewhere in here, in the Marengo. Marengo's damage is insignificant. Really insignificant. The enemy destroyer, of course, will sink. Heroic, but not in the end effective. Okay, they are actually heading right back. Their heavy cruiser, whatever this is. Okay, so we are doing a lot of damage. I'm seeing a lot of hits on light cruisers. The Martin class destroyed. Although there is an unidentified heavy ship that is pounding the bejesus out of us. Fire started. Superstructure passed through. I mean, this is a big boy. If we can bring our 17-inch guns to bear, I give us a much better chance. There it is. Okay, that looks a little funny, but okay, let's look. Yeah, you should not be... Oh, we're engaging the light cruiser, which is right next to us. I would prefer, of course, for us to be engaging the dreadnought, who is still doing some good damage to the THG class. She's okay, though. She's such a big ship at 43,000 tons that we probably will be able to survive this. It looks like she's been demoted from the lead of the command. So now the division command is up to the Marengo, who's probably dead stopped. No. We need to maintain all speed in order to avoid torpedo hits. I have no idea what's happening. I mean, this is just chaos. Utter chaos. Friedland is getting pounded pretty heavily, though. Okay, the destroyers are making their way to the front for the torpedo runs. That's good. And in the end, it looks like... Yes, detached. Absolutely detached. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, flooding. Okay, now, let's see if we're able to switch back to rear admiral. Nope. So I think you're allowed to switch the realism settings for the first minute. I didn't check that precisely, but... Let's get the THG to go this way. We can force her, of course, by doing that little trick. This ship is for sure sinking. Yeah, that's all of its turrets are destroyed now anyway. Okay, so let's just move east and regroup at Brest. Let's get out of here. So far, I think we're okay. I would say that we've avoided a total disaster, although I'm not sure it's a victory. So make our way east. Just regroup east. I don't like what these guys are doing. but I don't have any real control over what they're doing. Okay, come on. Don't be silly. Where is this? There it is. Detach. Home to closest base. We said yes. Come on, go home to the closest base. Don't be stubborn. Historical gamer, go home. She is heading towards... You are not British. Why would you be heading towards British waters? So the Escapette is launching torpedoes. I don't even know where we see... Oh, there's the unidentified ships. I've managed to get the Marengo class out, at least, but now I actually do want to catch up to the THG. We have to reattach her, because she's being foolish, to say the least. Okay, there's some stuff going. An unidentified ship hit by a torpedo. This is good. Very good. I don't know if that's one of their dreadnoughts or not, but... Oh, it's one that's already sinking. Ooh, the Devastation is taking some serious hits from up. There's their battle cruisers. Our fleet is so disjointed. Okay, THG's turning in. We'll probably have to go support. I hate supporting in this weather, though. No, what? So she really does. THG-2 really does want to head north. And that I cannot fathom. Why? I just don't know. I wonder what is programmed into the AI that makes it do such obviously ridiculously stupid things. Now, the Devastation class is getting annihilated here. She needs help. Oh, she's probably only one hit away from sinking. But her escorts are doing the wrong thing, are headed the wrong way. Which means it's probably the end of her. She doesn't actually have any flooding right now, so if we can get over there quickly enough, we might be able to save her. But it's kind of this game between saving the THG and saving the Devastation, in which case, yeah, our decision's obvious. We save the THG-2. She might still make it. And we have some ships that are just... I have no idea what in God's name is happening. Okay. So let's keep our work on the THG-2 while the Marengo and the Terrible move towards the Devastation. She's limiting flooding. She might... I mean, oh god, they're on both sides of us. We can see that every now and then this arrow points north again. And that's not what we want. Oh god, they're coming in to finish her off. No. We tried. We're trying to get there. We're trying. No. No. Where is everyone else going? I don't understand. I mean, nobody... It's such chaos that I guess nobody understands what's going on. Okay. They are... Again hitting her. It won't be long now. It won't be long now until she's sunk. But we can at least cover... I just want to put us in a position to destroy these ships after they destroy the Devastation, who has served us so well. Has really served us so well. Okay, we will cross their T and make them pay. Okay. We are already starting to hit with 17-inch guns. They're battlecruisers, who, if I'm not mistaken, have extremely light armor. This should absolutely be devastating. And the good news is, okay, on the one hand, the bad news is I don't know what our escorts are doing. I have no idea. The good news is we're crossing their T, and they're going to continue firing at a Devastation class. Her last heroic deed is going to be to absorb a little bit of extra fire. Now, unfortunately, we're only focusing on an old battlecruiser here. That's not what we want. Let's pursue these other battlecruisers as best we can. Yeah, this thing is already sunk in my mind. Lost a turret, another one disabled. It's able to fire one turret at us, 15-inch guns. 6-inch belt, 10-inch turrets. I mean, this thing is a joke when it comes to armor. And there's the flash fire. Well, with 10-inch turrets, we're not very surprised by that. Nonetheless, let's see what we're dealing with here. This is a ship we wouldn't mind catching up to. Again, extreme. Look at 8.5-inch turrets. A flash fire. Now, again, I don't know if I've mentioned this in this series, but the British, the main like defect with them is that their ships have hidden flaws. And this hidden flaws really means, and this is historical, that their turrets are more susceptible to flash fires. So, we have another battlecruiser behind us. Let's cross that one's T. BC flash fire blows up. Another one down. And the Devastation, okay, now we're up against an Indomitable class. It's a rather old design as well. Okay, what in God's name is THG doing? Really wish I didn't have to babysit her. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick up survivors. I think that that's a fine thing to do. And what should we do? Probably we should just sail over to protect THG2. Good God, why THG2? Why? Like, if somebody can explain the algorithm that forces the AI to do just very, 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 very silly things like this. This is just, I mean, a joke. Just an absolute joke. That a ship, when detached, sails towards enemy ports. I don't understand that. And unfortunately, in between us and support, the support for THG2 and the I hate this name, it's too hard to say. The 2, we'll just call it the 2 class. The 2 is separated from us by the entirety of the British Navy, it appears. Now, we're still going to sail directly towards. Hopefully this doesn't go terrible, but no, don't listen to yourself, listen to me. With any luck, we'll get out of here. Nope, don't do that. Okay, so there's an unknown ship somewhere hitting the Algier. Where's the Algier? Here. Well, launch your torpedoes. You have torpedoes, right? You do. Yeah, this is the Lalon class. Plenty of torpedoes. Launch. Los. Okay, TSU has now reattached. This is good. So we will slow down a lot. Okay, that's a destroyer, not necessarily what we want to be facing in these conditions. Come on, TSU. Okay, let's slow way down. Gotta get the TSU, the 2 class back in, Tucker back in. Okay, she's merging back in. Our destroyers are scaring off the other ships. This is good. And we have another group down here. What is this? Okay, well, let's go to Squad Max, which is the 2's Squad Max. Yatagon is sinking. Okay, so this is the Dreadnoughts. This is just absolutely a crazy fleet fight. And this is... Okay, we hit a destroyer with a torpedo. That's not what I wanted. Do we brave it? Do we go in and fight their Sovereign class with our 2 class? We should have the advantage. 15-inch turrets, though, that they have. I put a lot of weight on turret armor. Oh, wow. But we do have much better... Like, who are we targeting right now? Their guns are tilted... But who are we actually engaging? Alright, well, let's just do it. Let's go in. Okay, we're going to cross their T. This is very good. What we see is the Yatagon is still not completely sunk. Oh my god, that's going to be a hit. Surely that's going to be hit. The Sabre, in her final heroic act, launches torpedoes, dooming the Glory class. An old dreadnought, but still a dreadnought. Counting as dreadnought points for the blockade. So, a really worthy target. We're hitting some battlecruiser. Oh, okay, that's... I was like, oh, is that the Algier? No, that's a Algier. And this only with 6-inch guns, but the 17-inch guns, oh, the Friedland are opening up. and hitting the same battlecruiser, which would be much more effective. Wow. This is just absolutely a crazy battle. Surely... Oh, the Glory class was heading south, not north. Okay, well. Empress of India is taking some big hits. Heavy damage, 17-inch guns. Wow, beautiful. 17-inch hit on the Majestic class. Every one of these is going to count for a lot. Royal Sovereign class also taking some hits. Yeah, I'm happy with this decision to re-engage. Unfortunately, the Freeland and the Algerie are taking some return fire from these ships, but I suspect that we should be able to defeat them. Okay, the Algerie cannot take hits. She's the old Devastation, but the Freeland is this 2 class, which is a phenomenal ship. So let's stick with them then. Okay, lots of good hits. Oh my gosh, 17 and 15-inch hits on this ship. Surely she's sinking. I mean, I don't have much doubt in my mind that we've done fatal damage to her. Even the damage we're doing to these ships, the Majestic and the Royal Sovereign, 2 more 17-inch hits. Like, these are... Any one of these could disable or damage their engines, allow us to catch up a little bit better. Empress of the Saber in her final act, it appears. Nope, this is just Empress of India being caught out. So the Saber has now sunk, but good on her for throwing their battle line into disarray. And we do have an Ark here who's just full kamikaze mode. And is going to force them both these dreadnoughts back into the Marengo's arms, which is fantastic. Oh my gosh! She launched the torpedoes. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Surely one of these will hit. And we had, at the same time, this flash fire. This ship was sinking anyway. I'm not like... oh, wow. The Freeland's actually not in good shape. Has taken some substantial damage. She's not having too much flooding, but she already has quite a lot of water. A lot of flotation damage that she's taken. There it is, the Royal Sovereign hit. So the heroic Ark's maneuver, I guess somewhat perpetrated by us, despite the admiral settings for the fleet. Even though we're on admiral mode, I was, you can still do this trick. You can take control of AI ships to force them to turn. Yeah, this is going to force them back towards us. I'd already forced a hit, which is great. The Terrible was hit by a torpedo, which is not fantastic, but I think we have the... Oh, wow. She's down a gun. Probably this guy causing all the damage here. That's not good. Empress of... Okay, that's a dead ship already. Let's actually turn into the Royal Sovereign. I think what she's going to do is curve back to the left, though, so... No, what in God's name? Marengo's now hit by a torpedo. Oh, and this is not good. Okay, now we gotta turn away, and I need the Terrible to cover. Tissue 2 is hit by a... Oh my god. The thing is, we don't have any escorts with us. I was actually expecting our escorts to follow. And maybe that was a foolish decision. We can still do this, though. We're still hitting them with massive barrages. Our ships themselves are not getting hit by guns so much anymore. This one's sinking. This one, heavy damage. Okay, so basically just come to a stop. And we'll manage our torpedo damage. And hopefully save these ships. It's carnage, though. My god, this is like the war. This is the entire war in one battle. Holy moly. Holy moly. So we've sunk both of these ships, essentially. We just need to get away without, dying. I need people to reattach. I need them to reattach, like THE2 has to reattach. No, stop. THE2, stop. Come on, please reattach to the Marengo. Please reattach. Alright, I can't worry about the Terrible. The Terrible is in good shape, right? Yeah, she's fine. She'll probably control her flooding if she's not stupid. Oh, the Glory class is coming right at us. Oh, God. I mean, these guys are right on the cusp. So we have about 2,500 left, and we're losing 100 per minute. Okay, the Marengo's okay. The Marengo's okay. She's obviously not going to be in good shape, though, in terms of firing. Yeah, you can see this. Firing ship list. Oh, only minus 20. Where's ship damage? Huh. Ship damage is not hurting anything more. Interesting. And we are firing at the Glory. Yeah, we are actually... Marengo's doing serious damage to the Glory. 17-inch hits. This battle is... like, hard to even put into words. Just the scope of this battle. So much has happened. And I can't get THC2 to slow down manually because I don't have Admiral's mode engaged. Oh god, that's it. Okay, so we lost the THC2. Okay, well that's good. Now I can focus on the Marengo. We hit a battlecruiser with a torpedo? Wow. What's this spread from? Looks like the fanfare. I mean, that's not how you'd say it in French, but the fanfare has done an excellent job. And could this be another hit? Yeah. Oh. No, that torpedo disappeared, but it didn't count as a hit, I guess? Well, this was already just... so much has happened. Okay, so what... we lost, what, 2 ships so far? Devastation and 2. Now, losing that is most unfortunate. For what we're getting out of it, I think it's worth it, but... and... okay, so she was hit by a torpedo. Devastation was hit by a torpedo. Good. It's a great ship to be hit by a torpedo at this point. And this ship is just a goner. Nothing left of it. So we need Marengo. Okay, Glory class is just blown up because of... oh my gosh, Naufrage is hitting this. Alright, we just need people to come together now. Let's just get out of here. I don't have control of anything but the Marengo, so I really don't have much like control of anything that's going to happen. So let's just kind of smell the roses. Just going to watch as... oh god, all these ships are being blown up. I guess we shouldn't head ourselves right at the Glorious class. We'll turn away with our Marengo. So we have these ships. I don't really understand what all is going on. Like we have this... oh, this Glorious class. Is she really coming back at us? And it wouldn't take much. Okay, we'll line up a broadside. Alright, let's do some manual control then of these other guys. I don't remember what ship type this is. Ah, this is our Napoli class. Okay, well we retrofitted her with good guns. Quality 1, 14-inch guns. We did get a hit. There it is. We're pouring it on now. 4 more hits. And these 14-inch hits, look at that. We've disabled every turret but one now because they have such low armor. Good boy. Jure Gilberry. I don't know how to say that very well, but... oh, we have a Queen Mary who's appeared on the horizon, and this one does not appear to be damaged, but she is a target. Good God, is she a target? The Tortuga power is moving up. It's good to see. No, that's alright. You're not disobeying orders right now. You're obeying my orders. There you go. 3 more hits. Might be able to get her. Okay, we have to watch out a little bit for these. Okay, the Blackwater class, is that one? Oh, good. We put a 5-inch gun onto the Blackwater. That's good. Discourage her actions. So the Glorious, it looks like we're going to be able to take her because of the fantastic actions of our captured Italian ship. Just need a few more hits, I think, and that'll be that. Yep, there's a few more 14-inch hits. I'm going to call that one done. I don't know if it is, but it's going to be hard to focus on that. Let's get the Tortuga power to hopefully... Where did the other ship go? There was another one over here, right? There it is. Wow. The Lalonde class is launching torpedoes from way far away. Oh yeah, the Glorious class is definitely going down now. What carnage. I have no idea. I've absolutely lost count of how many ships have been destroyed. Okay, there goes the Glorious. Fantastic. We tracked her down and sunk her. And there's our next target. And why not pursue it? Why not? Onward. Half a league, half a league, half a league. Let's go. Come on. We can do this. Chaser. Chaser. We can do this. Come on, Tortuga. Come on. Hunt her down. Find her. You went down to 8? Why? Huh. Well, if she's only going to go 8, there's absolutely no reason why I should... Oh, another unidentified ship is here. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's moving, though, so this is not really an unidentified ship. It's really a sinking ship. We'll just finish her off. There it is. A few more 6-inch guns, and down she goes. Alright, so who's even in charge? We have the Marengo in charge now. Okay. Nice and slow. And we'll do a steady retreat. Well, really, not even a retreat, I would say. Just a heroic, fanfared... I'm stealing that word that we saw down here, the fanfare. There she is. Progression. Back to port. And that'll definitely do it for this episode, too. Wow. Woo, my goodness. So we can just kind of already survey the carnage here. We lost the 2, we lost the Devastation, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting 6 initially, at least. Oh, okay, we found her. We found the other ships. And the Naufrage, I don't know what the Naufrage is. Yeah, it's an old Devastation class. We don't actually want her to be engaging. So we'll get the Tortuga power to hopefully fall out of line, and that'll encourage him. Okay, so let's do it this way. Just need them to go to the correct side. We saw that they were on this side. There it is. Okay. This could be it. Let's not pause on new sighting or new reports. Really? Okay, we'll pause on torpedo hits. I think that's... Okay, let's do those things. But I know that they're going to be sighted, and I can see them at this point. Okay. Oh god, here they come. Okay, our escorts should be doing their thing. The Naufrage is not supposed to be is not the ideal target for... What the heck? The Queen Mary suicidally charging in. Oh man. Truly, this is... What was she thinking? One more kill for us before we go home. And there it is. Well, that was very interesting. The AI could be more useful on both sides of the equation, you can see. It'd be better if the AI took better care of the opposing enemy forces as well. Alright, and that is going to do it. This was a long one, but this is the fleet battle to end all fleet battles. We've never seen anything like this. How is the Lond avoiding torpedoes? They can't possibly have a mine. They can't have mines down this far. I bet it's an enemy submarine. So let's move this way. And into port. Alright, we did it. Amazing. Oh, and some other fleet? Who the hell is this? Friedland. Wait, are these guys like... They're like completely undamaged. And Algeria is a Devastation class, I think? Okay. A little bit interesting the way these ships were divided up. Okay. Holy cow. 4 dreadnoughts and 5 battle cruisers. We got over 1 million points. Wow. This was a heroic battle. This will run a little bit long. We might even go all the way, hopefully not all the way to 50 minutes, but for the French fleet, it's true. The sad news is that the THG-2 class, THG-2 ship was sunk. I don't remember what it was that ultimately did her in. Probably a torpedo. Yeah, sinking through progressive flooding, that's usually because of torpedo hits. 3 torpedo hits. Let's examine the torpedo defense on her after we get done. Otherwise, I'm pulling up the screen. I probably won't talk a lot about it. We sank the Glorious, 38,000 tons. The Majestic, 36,600 tons. 15-inch guns. What was 16-inch guns on this one? The Illustrious, 16-inch guns. The Lion class, the Lion Queen Mary class, 15-inch guns, 33,600. The Royal Sovereign, 33,600, 15-inch guns. Empress of India, 15-inch guns, 32,800. Our own Devastation, who served us so well, what a veteran of battles. And her death really was what triggered the avalanche of British ships that we were able to hunt down after that. The Albion, Indomitable, Australia. 5 destroyers lost on our own for 11 of theirs and 2 light cruisers. 5 battle cruisers and 4 dreadnoughts. A horrendous day for the British. This is 9-2. 4-1 odds. And we might even just make it, yeah, I would say about 4-1 odds. Incredible. The remnants of their fleet. We have an Indomitable class Invincible. 14-inch guns, an old one with only 26 knots. A Vengeance. 20 knots, an old dreadnought. Yeah. I think we've ripped out the heart of the British fleet in this engagement. We will definitely name this the Battle of Ussant. The Battle... this is we could just leave it the Battle of Ussant. It's essentially the Battle of Jutland. And people will just refer to it as the battle. Yeah, I don't have a creative name what they could refer to it as. So we'll just call it the battle. Well, that's going to call this video to a close. How do things look after that enormous adjustment of forces? Well, it doesn't seem like it's very easy to knock the British off their tremendous lead. We're still blockaded. 19-9 and 7-2. I already don't remember what it was before that. But I could just go back to the same video. I mean, you can, since you're watching it. I can't. This is live. I'll have to rewind my own video and see what it was right before this battle. Because we did check. I remember we went to Great Britain and we checked on the hidden flaws. So I guess we should know what this was before. Anyways, an incredible victory. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you back for more in the next video. Until then, take care.